can keep the volumes low and lower the noise floor. Okay, I'm going to do a quick demo of the features of the amp, starting with the vocal section, because when I was looking for an amp to play out with batteries, nobody demoed the vocal part of this amp, so I was very uncertain what that would be like. There are effects here. We've got some delays and a couple of reverbs, which is controlled by this send knob. So as you bring up the send knob, you bring in the reverb, check, 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 check. Same with all the other effects. Check, 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 check. So generally, personally, I just keep it pretty low. It's a pretty nice sounding reverb compared to, so like this little mini mixer I have that came with effects, and those are pretty bad. So up here we have, as you know, all the different amp types. I find this amp is pretty darn bright, at least with my guitar, and so I tend to keep my volume and tone rolled off pretty far, and I get tones that I'm pretty pleased with. I also tend to keep the treble pretty low and the gain pretty low, at least on this whole side is all the gainy settings, and it can be pretty hard to get a tone that isn't ridiculous out of it. But there, you know, I have the gain set. If I were to turn up, well, I'm not gonna, but anyway. There's a bright one. And over here we have some. Now when you get into the models that are pretty clean, you end up having to boost the volumes. So it would be kind of difficult in a performance to go from one setting to the other, because you end up having to change volumes and gain. Like here is so, and then that one you switch over, and now you need gain again. That's a Fender Deluxe, I guess. Okay, this is the tap tempo. And if you're struggling to put in a reverb that isn't completely over the top, shortening the tap temp, speeding up the time will shorten the tails of the reverb. There's all these effects that are guitar effects. And there's the rhythm section, which also has a tap tempo. So that's fun. Then there's a looper, which I have never used, and I am not going to try to demo that. So that's just a really brief demo of this Vox Minigo 50. The most significant thing is I just wanted to show the capability of the microphone input, which you do have to use an adapter to plug into the mic input. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, thanks for watching.